Hi, I'm Renu, and today we are going to be making a tutorial on step aerobics. And here I'm going to be doing a few exercises starting from basics, and then as we proceed and we progress, we will do some more advanced training. But before I get into this tutorial, I just want to do a small introduction about why I want to make this video. Primarily because in these recent years I have had a very heightened stage of life. I've just turned 41 and I'm also changing with time. My life is not what it used to be, and I also remember as a girl how active, how positive I was, starting back from the years when I was just a young girl. My parents had supported me, even being a girl child. They were very positive and inclined towards me, and they never tried to corner me or tried to draw any boundaries, and therefore I had no inhibitions as a girl. And I was very physically active as a girl, and my adrenaline at that time had no limitations. I could do any form of exercises, any types of exercises. I was an athlete in school right from my young age. Also, going back in time, I remember how I had walked to my sports ground without even consenting and telling my parents. And that day, my parents were very worried where I was, but then they eventually figured it out that I must have gone for my sports day. And when my parents came to the sports ground, they saw that I was very busy in my sports activities, to the point that that year I won 3 certificates back to back. Now, so therefore, you can see how much passionate I have been when it comes to doing sports and activities right from my early age. And that didn't cease, as I grew older, my interest in physical activity and training even became more, the spectrum kind of grew, I became more and more curious to know there were so many different kinds of activities. So I would be participating and playing anything from volleyball to throw ball to basketball to badminton to swimming to cycling to even doing yoga and walking, hiking, and I was even, these were some of the activities I indulged in. Even gymnastics means going to the gym on regular basis, and even doing some cardio as well as doing kind of muscle training. But all that changed in the recent times when I fell very sick. Last year during the COVID, I was in a brim of extinction, truly speaking. I was so overtired and I was suffering from lethargy, and even worse was the pain I was having all through my body. I was having this gyrating pain, and it would just kind of circulate all over my body and then stop at my feet. And it was so bad that I had difficulties in even standing upon my feet. So I had to take a lot of rest, because in my recent years, ever since I became a mother and a single mother on top of that, I had no support system. I was raising my daughter and 2 of my family members, where I, being the eldest and the more responsible one, I was doing multitasking all the time. And to save bucks, money, I would just, cut down on transportation and do a lot of hiking and walking to the market, back and forth, 9 kilometers a day, and then come back and do a lot of other chores of the day. So I spend a lot of time on my feet, doing all these strenuous activities. And last year I had the worst time I could imagine. But this year I feel positive. I'm feeling better, not too good, but I'm coping up. I've learned to cope up and manage. And the best thing I've done is I've taken very fair amount of medications, but I have tried to, give a holistic approach and try to watch out what I'm eating, what diet I have, trying to figure out what foods suit me and what foods, I should try and avoid. And I've realized there are quite a lot of foods that are not good for my system, and therefore probably because of age and even because of the environment, all these things kind of have been working its toll on me, and so I felt sick. And this year I somehow managed to get up, and I said, what am I going to do this year? I've just turned 41, I'm not getting young anymore. So I said, I just thought about those young days of mine when I was so positive and such a go-getter, and and that itself was quite motivating. So when people kind of go through this sluggish time, or when they're lagging behind, they should think about what they did when they were young. And when I thought what I did when I was young, I was like, oh my God, I was doing such wonderful things with my time. I was fully active, I was fully positive, there was no stopping me. I was an achiever, I was a go-getter, and right from my young days. So that was a very motivational thing. And so I also realized, how much time I used to spend in fitness and trying to look good and feel good, because eventually I was also in a profession that demanded fitness, and beauty was the very top priority at that time. So obviously, I used to be spending time trying to groom and look good, look presentable, look fit and fine at most of my times. And that could have been, the neighbor's envy for all I care. But that was what the profession demanded. So as the profession demanded, I spent a lot of time grooming myself and trying to look good. And so I took up a lot of more physical, activities, and that included aerobics. Although I was introduced to aerobics, and as a young girl, I used to go around my vicinity, and in like Andheri and all these places where I grew up as a young girl, I'd see these Cindy Crawford and all these different models of those times, American models, coming up with their fitness videos. And I used to sit there and watch these videos and see all the exercises and diet tips that they would give, and do a lot of research and study on food, and talk to various people who are in the health and fitness, and kind of share the repertoire with them. And also work out in personal gyms. I used to go for aerobics. So all these things used to keep me very busy and keep me on my toes all the time, and that used to make me look good, and that used to pay me dividends, you see. So it's very important when you're in that kind of a profession that you look after yourself. And even for those people who are not in the profession, you just generally have to take care of your health, no matter what it is. Even a little time here and there, it shouldn't make, it shouldn't pinch you. It's about just getting up and giving yourself like half an hour to 45 minutes to do something with yourself and try to bring the changes, because what it does, not only does it motivate you, even changes your mood. Your mood gets better, your health gets better, and so I decided I cannot just stay still. I have to get up and do something. Last year was the longest time, and because it was COVID, I happened to manage to get that rest that I deserved after 11 years of the strenuous upbringing of my daughter and doing all these multitasking chores of the day. So my body was suffering, and plus I don't know what could be the other additional reasons if somebody was playing a havoc in my life. But in spite of whatever the hurdles are, I'm Renu, and I never try to give up and try to stay up to my life's expectancies. So here I am, and today I have decided that we are going to do a very good exercise video which includes or inculcates step aerobics. It's a very simple way of increasing your body metabolism, and especially for those who are a bit lazy to do a lot of strenuous workouts, or have like a very try to do very strenuous activities where it includes using weights, cardiovascular. This itself is like it's a combination of cardiovascular as well as you can use some simple weights, but we will take that as we progress. So today I'm going to show you some really basic exercises that is going to motivate you, and it's going to be some of the basic fundamentals of how you do your step aerobics. I mean, how you start. These are the five to six general basic steps you need to do, and then there are just a combination of workouts that you do, and that kind of takes you into the advanced level, and there you kind of do combinations of different kinds of moves with the basic exercises. You put it all together, and voila, you're all fit and fine. You're going great guns. So let's just start with this video. And I also want to tell you, that you guys, whoever will be taking these instructions and this as a manual, and it will be a motivational video, but for me it is a motive to restart my engine to where I have left it. And today I'm in a position to share all my experiences that I have gathered throughout these last couple of years in my growing years. So it is a video that I am kind of dedicating to all those people who feel left out in time and who want to do something with the changing times, who want to get physically active, but they are feeling like, how do we start? Where do we start from? But there is no given day where you can start. It's about just motivating yourself internally, telling yourself, giving the right instructions to your mind, and gearing up for the change and understanding your physical needs, because you have to know where you stand, because as you grow older, your body changes, your body dynamics change. You are no longer the same person that you used to be. There are some people are even in very difficult times, they're even suffering just like I am. But it doesn't mean that we cannot dedicate a half an hour, a 30-minute or 45 minutes to ourselves. And this is, you have to do it very slowly and not ever pressurize yourself to do something, but you just got to keep motivating yourself to do that something, and you do it as per your body requirements, or you don't put too much pressure. If you feel like it's not comfortable, you slow down your activity and you take it slowly, but you should keep going on with your with the willpower, which is very important if you want to achieve something. I'm not even trying to be a perfect 10 anymore. It's out of my imagination. It's like I've been there and done that. I have also in my early years, I have also gained prominence through winning awards and body titles, and even going down competing internationally. So I was full of myself, let me tell you, but that's besides the point. With time, your priorities change. There are expectations from yourself. People have expectations from you. you know. So it's very hard life. You got to keep on giving, you know, more than what you get, and all these things can lead to a lot of lethargy and make you extremely tired. And then comes the boredom and the loneliness, you know, that you got to watch out for. So these kind of little activities, you can do it, you know, in the parameters of your home, in the privacy of your house, without, you know, thinking about what others are going to say about you. Log kya kahenge, you know, you're going to do it at home. So it's a very simple thing, you know, it's just to keep your body active, you know, keep your metabolism rate, you know. And because with age your metabolism rate also slows down, you understand, and that is what brings all the difficult, you know, ailments such as your sugar problems, your, you know, blood pressure levels, and all these things start to count. You know, sometimes I do indulge in sweets, no matter people say, oh, it's not good for you and it's not good for your health. I said, what the hell, you know, if something, it makes me feel good once in a while, why not, you know. So I do not starve myself, I do not try to push myself or try to put, you know, restrict myself from doing things, but I watch out what I'm doing and how much of it I'm going to indulge it, and I keep a span, you know, in how much I can indulge, how long I can indulge, you know, and then take a break from that indulgence, you know, and then come back to the normal self, you know. I'm not into rigorous dieting, I'm not into rigorous training, I don't enjoy it anymore because, you know, my body demands something else and I got to look out for that. So in spite of all this, you know, I'm still going to make the effort to make this video with y'all to show you all how easy and fun step aerobics can be. So keep looking forward to all the new videos that I will put up and bring to you as we move further. And also we will take it very slowly. I am not going to tire you out, I'm not going to tire myself out, but what I'm going to do, we're going to do just step by step, you know, because that's the way we go about step up. So it's a step-by-step progression as we go further and we start enjoying the process. You know, this will also help me probably shed while I'm teaching and making these tutorials. It might even help me to shed some extra, you know, I'm not a super fat woman, but yes, you know, I'm from the medium frame. Now I'm in a little bit of a larger frame, but I still kind of, you know, fit into my clothes and I don't have issues, you know, I kind of, I'm not extremely, you know, big, but yes, you know, I have shape-shifted, obviously with age and, you know, the lifestyle and obviously circumstances, but that shouldn't give you away and let you give away everything that you can still have in your life, because these days there are a lot of, you know, things that are ready to pull you down, but very few things that are ready to keep you going and keep you in high spirits and give you in, you know, in a good mindset. So I too go lonely, I too get bored, I too suffer from all these, you know, times, but, you know, something just puts me down, but then I try and get myself up. So if you're ready, so I'm ready with you, and we're going to start from today onwards. So today I'm going to do some 5 very basic, you know, step exercises, which is going to primarily cover how to mount a stepper, what is the most simple and the basic, you know, the first step to step up, and then there are a couple of other few exercises that we are going to do. I'm going to do 5 counts on each side, so it's not very strenuous for us, and there you are. You will then be able to do your step aerobics. You'll be ready and geared up when you do these 5 exercises with me. And as we slowly progress, I will be giving you some more and more, workout, more levels and more different kinds of step aerobic exercises, and we are going to then kind of bring it all together and create a routine. So guys, I hope you're there with me and you really enjoy watching my video, and you will get to learn something. It's all for people who are beginning, people who are interested, but they're lagging behind for some reason, and I'm open to everybody. Whoever likes to watch my videos, they can enjoy with me as I make this video tutorial for step fitness, and hope you enjoy with me. So I'm going to show you some 5 basic exercises today.